Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my November empties for you. I have a whole bunch of products. This is definitely one of those months where I finished up a lot of stuff. More so than October, I finished up only a handful of things. I think a lot of it carried over into November. Thus, I have a lot of stuff. So I'm going to quit the chit chat and get into it. We'll start with makeup stuff and then move into bath and body. So the first thing I finished up were these two rose water sprays from Heritage Store. They are just pure rose petal water basically. They're just super refreshing, great as a pick-me-up throughout the day or a way to set your makeup and take away powderiness that kind of sits on top of your skin. Really love these, they're really cheap and will absolutely buy these again. Next I finished up a Visine for contacts, eye drops. I use these all the time because I wear contacts and I wear my contacts a little too long, so I'm always reaching for eye drops every couple days at least. The next product is this Eve Pearl Dual Salmon Concealer in Fairlight, and at first I didn't really like this concealer. It's like two sides, one's kind of salmony, the other one's kind of light and creamy colored. And I didn't like it because it was creasing under my eyes. And I found that after much trial and error, don't apply this with your fingers because it will really settle in the fine lines and you'll apply too much. And the reason it creases is because you're applying too much. If you apply very little, it will not crease. And I find that with your fingers, you apply too much very, very quickly, very easily. So I found that using like a synthetic fiber brush really helped diffuse and buff out the product so that it wasn't applying too much that would settle and creep into those lines. And I'm absolutely interested in buying it again. One product I was not so fond of this month was a sample of the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. And this stuff, my sister explained it because she works at Sephora. It's basically like a cement kind of primer. If you have extremely oily skin, this is great for you, but my oily skin is kind of more combination. So this was way, way too mattifying for me. I found that when I was spreading it, it would kind of pill up in my hands and I could kind of like rub it off my face. And it just kind of made my foundation a little bit too dried out looking and I was not fond of the finish. So no for me, but maybe for somebody who has extremely, extremely wet, oily, slippery skin, this might be good, but not for me. This month I finished up a MAC Painterly Paint Pot and it's actually more dried out than anything. I definitely hit pan on it, as you can see in the very center, but it's just way too dry to work with and like spread over my eyes. So I will absolutely buy this again, but this container is about 2 years old, so I need to replace it pretty soon and I'll be back to MACing this. So I love this stuff. It's my all-time favorite eyeshadow base and I will absolutely buy it again. This month I'll be tossing out this Prestige brow liner. It's in the color blonde, but it's absolutely just way too dried out to work with. Like that's me even pressing really hard on my skin and barely any color shows up. So I used this back when I was blonde, but in retrospect it's not that good of a brow pencil, so definitely tossing this, do not want. And the last two makeup items are two, what are these, Lancome lipsticks, and I'll be tossing them because they're really, really old. The first one is a Rouge Sensation Baie Velvet. It's just like a tawny kind of like nude color. Not good on my skin tone and it's way too old. And this one is the Color Design in Ooh La La. It's a metallic kind of brick red and gotta toss it because it's so old. I tried to wear it a couple times as you can see, but didn't really look that good. So I'll be tossing these. And in the bathroom, let's move on to that stuff. We'll keep it rolling. I used up this EO Pure Performance Clarifying Shampoo. It smelled really good. The scent was, what was it, sweet orange. And it's a clarifying shampoo. I just found that this was not very good at all. It did not lather well. I had to use like, I think I only got like 10 uses out of this shampoo. I mean, like, it was really, really hard to lather and kind of get it to like, kind of clarify the buildup that I had on my scalp from dry shampoo and other hair products. It just did not work very well, and although it is like chemical free and it has like all these great, really natural ingredients, it didn't do the job, so I won't be buying this again. I used up a toothpaste. This is the Crest Baking Soda and Peroxide Whitening Toothpaste. Love this stuff. I used up a Freeman Facial Polishing Mask with charcoal and black sugar. This is an exfoliating mask that you leave on for 5 to 7 minutes. It kind of spreads kind of messily. It's definitely not even when you spread it on your face. And I think the most benefit you get from the mask is actually when you wash it off, because it's a sugar scrub, so it's going to buff off your dead skin. All in all, I don't think it was that purifying. Probably something I wouldn't buy. I finished up some Up and Up cotton squares. These are what I use to take off my makeup and tone my face. We'll definitely buy those again. I use up the Yes to Grapefruit Cleansing Brightening Facial Towelettes. These, you know, the scent is very strong. They're not very good at taking off makeup. Since these are so like citrusy and acidic, they definitely burned a little bit, but I felt like they were getting the job done. All in all, they're not my favorite wipes, but if I was spending the night at a girlfriend's house or like traveling somewhere, I think that these are pretty good too. I definitely think that if you're in a pinch, these are good cleansing towelettes, but they're not good for the purpose of makeup removing. I finished up a Trader Joe's Pure 100% jojoba oil. I love this stuff. I go through, you know, a bottle every 2 months or so. I use it for baths and I use it for taking off my makeup because it's really effective, it's all natural, and it's very gentle. I finished up a Listerine whitening mouth rinse. This is the vibrant white version, and I really think this stuff works. It only works though when you're using it consistently. So if you like use this for a month and then stop for a month, I think your teeth will kind of revert back to the color they were. But when you're using this morning and night, the results are really apparent. I think this stuff is really great, and I've never had any like teeth sensitivity to it. So yeah, I've repurchased it since, and I'll definitely buy it again. I finished up the Deep Steep Bubble Bath. This is the lavender and chamomile scent. Cruelty-free brand. It has a lot of natural ingredients in it. It's a pretty good bubble bath. It was a very calming scent. I think that I might buy this again. I see this brand a lot at TJ Maxx on sale, so I might buy it again, but I don't think it was anything like stupendous, incredible that I need to spread the word about. It was a decent bubble bath. Also bath related, I finished up the EO Serenity bath salts. These are the French lavender bath salts, and I like these, but when it comes down to it, I think that you know, bath salts isn't really worth buying a natural brand for because they're just salt, and as long as you can read the ingredients and kind of understand what's in it, I don't think you need to spend $14 on bath salts. So meh. These are nice, but if I got them on sale maybe, but meh, I don't think I'd buy these again. I finished up the Biore Deep Cleansing Pore Strips. These are for your nose. You get about 10 in a box, and I love these. I use these about once a week, and I definitely have a lot of buildup and blackheads on my nose. These are definitely really effective for me, and I've heard like estheticians kind of knock these and say they're gimmicky, but really they get my nose clear, and I will continue to buy these because they work. I finished up a Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile Soap, and this is in peppermint, and I love this stuff. It is very, very invigorating in the shower. It will definitely wake up your senses in the morning because it's very, very fresh, bright peppermint scent to it. It almost kind of burns, I mean, in a good way. And I think, you know, this is a really good product. It's all natural, has fair trade ingredients in it. It's a really cool brand, and they have a bunch of different scents. But right now I'm trying out the Dr. Woods Castile Soap, which is kind of like, I don't know if it's a knockoff or like inspired by this brand. I don't know who came first, but anyways, I'm trying a new variety of this type of Castile soap that I like, but I'll get back to you on the verdict on that. The final verdict I'm not so sure about so far, but I definitely like this, and I think I would buy it again. I finished up some Venus Embrace razors. This is a 6-pack, and you know, this is the razor I use. I have pretty good results with it, and I don't have too many shaving accidents. So like these. They're freaking expensive though, so I don't know. I like these. I feel like with the cheaper razors I get cut a lot more, so I will spend the money on this one because I feel a little bit more safe with it. I finished up a travel size Lush Shower Gel. This is the Happy Hippie. It is a bright like grapefruit kind of citrus body wash. So as with all Lush products, they are natural, pure ingredients, but you know what, when it comes down to it, I like the Dr. Bronner's better than this, and it's a lot more affordable than Lush Shower Gel, so I wouldn't buy this again, but really fun to try in like a holiday gift set. I finished up the Olay Regenerist makeup removing cleansing towelettes. These, you know, they were alright. They were nice and textured, and you know, definitely kind of had a very perfume scent to them. They got off makeup decently, but they weren't 100% like burn free. Like they definitely kind of tingled my eyes, so I was a little bit too sensitive to these, and the scent was kind of overwhelming, so I probably wouldn't buy these again. And I don't know, I go back and forth with makeup wipes. Like I'll try some, but I'm really trying to keep my makeup routine paraben free, and pretty much all of the makeup wipes out there contain parabens except for kind of the Yes2 products. So I don't know. I don't see parabens on the ingredients for this, but I know they're not natural, so probably wouldn't buy these again. I finished up the La Roche-Posay Effaclar cleanser. I love this cleanser. I've already repurchased it and I have it in my shower. It's just a really good all-around cleanser that helps keep my acne at bay. I don't even know how it does it because there's no salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide in this. It just is really good. It's soap-free. It's gentle. It definitely cleanses my skin without over drying it, and my skin is just feeling really balanced lately, so I absolutely love this cleanser. Also from La Roche-Posay, I use up the Amphelios 45 sunscreen. This is a very like fluid sunscreen. You shake it up and pour it out, and it's very, very thin and watery, but it's actually, you know, pretty high coverage. It's SPF 45. You don't need a lot to cover your face. If you've tried the Kiehl's Super Fluid sunscreen, it's very similar to that. I might repurchase this again, but it contains chemical sunscreens, which I'm trying to experiment, you know, and move away from by trying more physical sunscreens. This has chemical sunscreen, so I might try it again in the future if I don't find one that is good. This one definitely, you know, was great to layer over my moisturizer and under foundation. It was fine. Definitely, you know, didn't make me feel greasy or oily. Really good sunscreen, and I might buy it again. I finished up a Opti-Free Replenish contact lens solution. I use that every month. I finished up a travel size of the Batiste dry shampoo. I absolutely love this, and I buy it again and again. I finished up a Ombre Elise Lait Creme Concentrate moisturizer. This is a fantastic face moisturizer that is suitable for all skin types. It's very gentle and very, very creamy and moisturizing. Like your skin just drinks this up. And it is made without parabens. So some of the ingredients in this are shea butter, beeswax, aloe vera, soy protein. It's made in France, and it's just very, very high quality. I love this stuff. I buy this at IMATS LA when it's on sale, 2 bottles for 40 bucks. And sometimes I see this come on Groupon, so keep your eyes peeled. This product is amazing, and I will absolutely 100% buy it again. I used up a sample of the Herbal Essences body wash in Hello Hydration. You know, this was a nice body wash. It contains coconut extract. It definitely lathered a lot in the shower. It was great on my loofah, but when it comes down to it, I'm looking for, you know, a body wash that doesn't contain like sulfates and harmful ingredients that strip and dry out my skin. This was all right for travel, but when it comes down to day-to-day use, I probably wouldn't buy this, so no. I used up an Alba Botanica Hawaiian Body Polish Sugarcane Scrub, and this product I would absolutely 100% buy again because the smell and the texture of it was great. It just smells like cotton candy. Like it has this like great like kind of like sweet scent to it. I can't even describe it, but it's amazing. It has no parabens, no phthalates, no animal testing. It's 100% vegetarian, and it's kind of a more moisturizing scrub. Like it is sugar and kind of like this jelly kind of consistency, and this is an amazing sugar scrub, and I will definitely buy it again. It smells incredible. Last but not least, I finished up a sample of the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Repair Moisturizer, and this is a deluxe sample size of a pot moisturizer. It smells, you know, very overwhelmingly citrus, and the thing with Juice Beauty is they're all made from kind of like fruit science, I guess, so fruit extracts and like peptides and antioxidants that are all contained in apples, grapes, lemon, different kinds of fruit, and it's all organic. So I love this line, and I really like this moisturizer. You know, it was very, very thick. It was a thicker moisturizer than what I'm used to, and it really spread on my skin nicely. I used it at both night and morning, and it was really nice. But, you know, I don't think it's something I would buy because I'm not like that crazy about it because it's kind of expensive, but you know, there are other products from this label that I love, such as the Extra Strength Green Apple Peel from Juice Beauty. That's absolutely fantastic, but this one I would probably pass on. Woo! Woo! And that's almost 20 minutes of footage right there, you guys. Holy cow, a lot of empties. So I want to thank you so much for watching my empties video, especially if you stayed to the end. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you next time in my next video. Bye!